Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe if you are enjoying what you're seeing, and comment what you want to see, such as exercises, such as nutrition, such as if I'm doing something wrong. Just please comment and just engage. Let me know what you want to see. How can I help you so we can make this happen? So what this is right here, I'm starting a leg workout. So I'm doing some dynamic stretches before I start the workout. And the reason I do that, this one right here is a calf stretch. The reason I do that is so I'm fully ready for the workout. I don't do static stretches before my workouts. Static stretches are the stretches that you're probably used to seeing, where people hold their um, their leg up, or stretch their chest. Don't do that before a workout. Um, there's a lot of studies saying that static stretching before weight training can make your workouts worse. So you have less performance in your workouts, whether that's running, jumping, box jumps, anything. So don't do those stretches where you hold before you work out. So if you notice right here, I'm doing a quad stretch and I'm going left, right, left, right. Yes, you could just hold this one, but I'm going left, right. I'm getting some movement. And if you could see my face after I'm done with the dynamic stretching, I look like I just did a workout. So it warms me up and loosens me up before the workout. And this is better because cardio is not a warm up before any workout, whether that's chest, back, arms, shoulders, legs. Yes, I do cardio. Yes, I run. Yes, I walk on a treadmill. But I do that. Sorry about that. Yes, I do all these things outside of my workouts. Walking on the treadmill, stairmaster, riding the bike. Yes, I do all these things. I actually go for a run every week, a 2 mile run, and I do this every week for my heart and to aid my performance in my workouts and also keep me lean. Cardio is super important for that particular reason. I never met any lifters who did zero cardio and was in amazing shape. Yes, a lot of weightlifters, a lot of bodybuilders, they love saying they hate cardio, and because it's different for them. And I hate it too because I like lifting things up and putting it down. But cardio is super important. It's super important for your heart, especially as you get older. All my clients, I make them do cardio, and I talk about it a lot. And high intensity interval training is one of the best forms of cardio for burning fat, because you are actually not burning as much fat as you think when you're running. You burn the most amount of fat when your heart rate is at a certain zone. So that's why high intensity interval training HIIT is the best kind of cardio. Um, I like doing HIIT on the bike because what it does, it puts your heart rate at a good zone before you start any sprints. So I'm not going all out at the beginning of the bike ride. But what I do is I go all out for about 30 to 45 seconds. Then I go back down to a regular bike ride, and then I increase the weight. Not weight, sorry. Then I increase the intensity, and for 30 to 45 seconds again, I'm going all out, and I'm burning the most amount of fat and at that specific time. So I I do things like this. It was after my last competition. Some of the guys I met there, they did a whole lot of sprinting and regular running. Um, I forgot his name, but this one gentleman literally did a marathon after the competition, and that was bizarre to me because I never knew any bodybuilders that liked that type of cardio, especially running. Like running is something a lot of bodybuilders don't like to do. Um, I do it just for like I mentioned, my heart, trying to help me burn some fat, and just to be better. That's my main thing. The second thing I like to do for cardio is Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. If you ever did any wrestling or judo or tried a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu class, you're gonna sweat harder than anything else. You're not going to build the type of muscle that I build in things like this, but you are going to burn a tremendous amount of fat because where your heart rate is. Um, it puts you at a certain zone that you probably never been before. I encourage everybody, try a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu class or wrestling or judo. Give it a shot. If you don't like any grappling, hey, give it a shot with taekwondo or boxing, something like that. Um, these sports are amazing, and I recommend everybody to give this a shot and see what it will do for you. Don't go in thinking that, oh, I'll start doing this and I'm gonna be in great shape. I'm gonna lose all my belly fat or whatnot. Hey, it's a good way to think, but I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not what's gonna happen. There's a lot that goes into it. Not a whole bunch of crunches, not a whole bunch of leg raises. Um, Nutrition is really a big part of it. And as I've been talking about with all these videos, I'm here and I would love to help every single one of you, whoever watches this video, and whoever asks for my help. I would love to help you. So that's another reason to comment. So let me know if you need the help. So on to the fun part about this workout and actually doing some things in the workout. Um, so like I mentioned, this is a leg day. So I'm starting with some front squats. And front squats primarily target your quadricep, the front part of your leg. So it's a squat, and yeah, it's a squat, and yes, with a squat, you're gonna target your glutes. You're gonna get some activation in your hamstrings. You're gonna get some activation in your calves. You can get some activation in your core. But the front squats, what I like about them, they primarily target a lot of your uh, quadriceps. So I always recommend any lifter, any person who's trying to get into the best physique that they want, do some front squats. Front squats are amazing. I love them. I used to actually do them more than I did back squats. I still do back squats. I do hack squats. I do all types of squats. I do split squats. I do everything. I do lunges. In the future, you're gonna see that. I'm not gonna do all the exercises in one day, but you're gonna see a lot of exercises in this video. Some that I just mentioned that really help you a lot. So the way I'm holding this bar, there's various ways to hold the bar if you're doing front squats. Sometimes I like to just rest it on my shoulder and squat. So this machine is a hack squat. So I like this one because you can hold it in different variations. The way I'm holding it right now is for a front squat. So you can call it a front hack squat right now. And just like the last exercise I did, this is primarily targeting your quads, letting you have better quadriceps. Like I mentioned, the quadriceps is the front part of your thighs, the front part of your legs. And it's a great exercise for activating those quads, for the vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, the rectus femoris. It allows you to hit all four muscles in your quadriceps better. Vastus intermedialis, every single thing. This right here is a leg press. So I've been to a lot of gyms. And I haven't been to as many gyms that had plate loaded seated leg presses. I love this, the seated leg press, plate loaded. I feel it a lot in my quads, feel it a lot in my glutes, hamstrings. I like this. I had to adjust the seat. I did that pretty late though. I think toward my last set, but it's very effective. Seated leg press, plate loaded. It's really awesome. I have 8 plates on this, so it's really, really, really effective. Yeah, 8 plates on this. I don't recommend you trying that for your first time, but 8 plates on this is 8 plates on this is 360. So 360 pounds. So you could do whatever you put your mind to. So if you want to get that a shot, hey, knock yourself out. Just don't say I told you to do it. So I believe this is the last set. As I mentioned the other day, I do 5 sets for everything. Why so many sets, right? That's a lot of work. I do a lot of sets because you build muscle from time under tension. So the longer you could put tension on the muscle, you are recruiting more muscle fibers, and you have a chance to build the muscle the way you want, because you don't. What happens is when you work out, you're just ripping and tearing the muscle. So you're ripping and tearing. I'm just ripping and tearing those quadriceps right now. And when I repair it, that's when I'll hopefully get the look I want. So right here, what I'm doing is a leg extension. So if you notice, I think this camera angle is not that good, but I'm doing a single leg right now. So single leg extension, and I'm going to do both legs afterwards. So whatever I'm doing on a single leg, I times it by 2, and I do a double leg extension afterwards. So this is something you can add to your leg days. Something a little different. You do this as a warm up. Do this toward the end. Some people like doing it toward the end. I normally do it first, but I don't know why I decided to do this at the end today. But whichever you prefer, you can do that. The textbook says to do it last, but sometimes I'm too tired and I forget. So that's why I like trying to do it first. That's called pre-exhaustion. And for weight training, this is normally for advanced lifters who have been working out for a couple years, and they know what they're doing. They do pre-exhaustion types of lifts. The first time I learned about pre-exhaustion was from a textbook for a certification, National Council of Strength and Fitness, and a fellow bodybuilder. He always did pre-exhaustion. Like, he would tire out his quads before he got to some crazy lifting. So I still do that to this day. I may not be competing anytime soon, but I still train as if I have a competition next week. This is just a mindset, a motto, and I'm always going to be like that. Hopefully when I turn 80, 90, if I make it to that, I'm still going to be lifting, and I'm going to be doing these things. So, whole idea is just, health, being healthier, and being able to do things you used to do when you were younger. That's why I do what I do. So I think this is the second to last set. This one is about it's close to the bottom, so probably 240. Not that much, but actually, no, I'm lying. It is that much. I'm doing that with one leg. And 280 on the double leg. So I'm 240 with this. I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. But take the advice with the this leg extension. Every machine is different. Some machines don't go as heavy. There's a gym. There's a gym by me. Um, they have two leg extensions. One of the leg extensions goes to 340 pounds, and the other leg extension barely goes anywhere near close to that. So it just goes to show you every gym chooses a different machine, and the machine that they have will not be the same machine that I have in the video. So you just have to try and see what you can handle, and feel free to ask me questions, and I'll give you some tips. I'll even make a video specifically for your question, showing you how you can do your workout better. I might go through the exact workout that you should be doing and showing you how to do it. So feel free to comment so I can help you and should give you some tips. So this is close. This is the leg curl, the seated leg curl. So the seated leg curl is one of my favorites. I like this machine because it hits your hamstrings. All right, so toward the end, sometimes I do this earlier. Toward the end, I do some calves. Sometimes I like to do it first. Like in the future, you're gonna notice I'm doing calves first. I go pretty heavy with my calf exercises. This is 445s on it. Most people could barely handle even one, but I've been doing it for years, a lot of years. So I'm kind of used to it. This is 5 now. Somebody is about to help me to do a drop set. A drop set is when you take a plate off your machine and you keep going. You keep repping. You keep the blood, keep the muscle pumping. So I really like this right here. I really appreciate this gentleman for helping me perform this drop set. So I know it seems like a lot of weight, but it's just something I'm used to. So probably wondering, why am I doing another calf exercise if I just finished doing a seated calf exercise? So seated calf raises target your soleus. Standing calf raises target, yes, the soleus again, but it primarily targets the bigger part of your calf, the gastrocnemius. So that's why there's two different types of machines for calves. There's standing calves and you have a donkey calf. Both of those have straight legs. So if you didn't know, try to incorporate that when you go back to your gym. And you should notice, like, they have two different calf machines. They should have a standing calf machine and they should have a seated calf machine. Remember, your seated calf machine targets your soleus primarily, and your standing calf machines targets your gastrocnemius. There's various ways you could do straight leg calf movements. You could do it on the leg press. You could do it you could do it standing, like a standing leg raiser. You can do so many different ways. The common way is doing it on a standing calf machine, or doing it on a leg press. All right, so this machine right here, this is a glute abduction. This also works as a glute adduction. I didn't do the adduction today. Adduction is when you bring your legs in. Abduction is when you bring your legs apart. So the abduction targets your glutes, your glute medius. That's a side of your glutes, and that actually gives you a lot more power for your lunges, squats, everything, deadlifts. And for my ladies, it helps a lot to give you a more perky glute. So all the ladies listening right now, try to add this into your workout. The glute abduction. That's the abduction is when you're going out. Adduction is when you're going in. So it's really easy to remember. Ad. So let me know. So as I mentioned, I am recovering from nerve damage, but it doesn't mean I don't try to stay in shape and I don't want to get back on stage. So this is my current look. I'm not getting ready for a show. I'm nowhere near it. But I'm still staying in shape. Please let me know, what do you think? You think I'm just getting fat, or am I still in shape? So my abs look way better when I'm ready for a show, but this is me preparing for life. This is not me getting ready for a show. This is just a day in the life of a natural bodybuilder. So let me know what you think, please. If you have any tips, let me know. And I do coaching as well for people who are trying to lose weight, lose belly fat, whatever they're trying to do. But nutrition is really key. It's 20% exercise, 30% diet, 50% rest. You got to make sure you're getting all of these on points. Somebody who could structure a diet for you where you're getting the right amount of calories based off your height, age, weight, and activity level. So I do this exactly with every single one of my clients, and I make sure they're getting the right amount of calories and they are reaching their goals. So any questions, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this. I'm also gonna start letting you know about my Facebook group, my everything, so you can get in contact with me and we can chat.